Hello, beautiful divine feminines, twin flames. I'm Jennifer. I am twin flame mystic, oracle, healer, alchemist, and I'm here today with another pick a card. I'm trying to get my setup right here, so this is better, but it's not optimal, but I'm working on it. So I have 3 piles for you today, and today we're doing what is the next tipping point or doorway for me to go through to be closer to union. So I focus on helping divine feminines change their mindsets and change their habits and change their beliefs to become the people that they want to be and become closer to the union that they want to have in their divinely guided relationship. So this first pile is Kunzite, second pile Amazonite, and third is the feather. So I'm going to go ahead and get started here. 30. I do mixed deck readings, and sorry for the airplane noise, but they just come when they want to. All right, surrender to creativity, surrender your ego. I have beautiful Lemurian crystals watching over today. Anna, grandmother of Jesus, door to personal happiness in reverse, magician in the mirror in reverse. Pope Joan, the pontiff of possibilities, transformation death card 33 in reverse. Be fearless card 3 in reverse. Ishel 13, medicine of the rainbow jaguar. Soulmate 14 in reverse. And then also, I want you to look at that. I'll show it to you again. The beautiful golden Atlantean dragon. Okay, so the doorway that I see you standing in, or the choice before you right now, feminine, is transformation and embracing your power to be a part of the cutting edge, leading edge of creating a new reality and believing that you have what it takes to be on this journey, to be a part of this relationship, and to be a part of the change that you want to see in this world. So these are incredibly powerful cards that you have here. The Magician in the Mirror is one of my very favorite cards. And what I see right now is that your ego is blocking your belief that you have the ability to walk through this doorway to personal happiness and healing, and to help other people do it too. This card and this card both speak of very strong women, ancient women. Some, history say might not exist, in both religious women who risked everything to build foundations of love, hope, and to do, who believed in the limitlessness of their soul. And right now, what you're choosing to do, the cards say, is that you're choosing fear because of your ego, and you're not transforming yourself. So the Magician has all the elements, right? The Magician and the Mirror. Isn't that an interesting card for a twin flame to get, right? Who's the Magician and who's the Mirror? You can see the water and the stars on one hand, and kind of the earth and the fire on the other hand, and then the divine guidance in the mirror, or is that him? We don't know. That you actually have everything that you need right now, and that you actually hold the fifth dimensional blueprint and this crystalline knowledge that was actually embedded in you in Atlantis, where I believe is where our fear of abandonment is seated. I believe that our fear of abandonment and codependency comes from our Atlantean memories, and that the soulmate, that you're fearing that if you actually love someone that much, that it might truly hurt you to a degree if you lost them again that you could not take. So what this pile is calling for you to do is to call upon your ancestors and their strength, and that could even be your past lives, to choose to be fearless. You have many threes. I see 5 threes in this, 6 threes in this pile. So I would be surprised if there wasn't a third party involved in this. But that it is time for you to transform yourself, to become fearless. And to do that, you can embrace the Jaguar medicine. The Jaguar medicine is full, complete surrender, and it is not halfway medicine. It is full, complete surrender to your higher fifth dimensional blueprint, to the person that you think you can only be when you reach union. And this is calling for you now to become that person, and that you actually have everything that you need within you. If you cultivate gratitude, be of service to others, let your imagination soar, and stay open to creative ideas about how to pursue your dreams or solve your problems, you will call in this person to you. All you have to do is truly open your heart here to receive. The rainbow, of course, is a symbol for the divine feminine journey. And it is the fullness of the divine feminine experience, right? Mirrored hummingbirds here, mirroring here, and one heart. So when you fully embrace your complete responsibility to bringing all that you are to this relationship and journey, you will recover your gifts, knowledge and talents, and reclaim your mastery that you once had. And this will transform the situation. So it's a beautiful pile. It's a beautiful, there's some beautiful images in here. You have a rainbow here, and you have this beautiful tower with this light and this full moon again here with the full moon, and another, you have a mirror here and a mirror here. So there's a lot of repeating imagery here for you to reflect on, that I really want to, you have divine plan here, you have divine plan here, that there is a divine plan for you. And You need to lay your foundations inside. You need to seed the light inside of you. You need to become fearless so that your wisdom will bring back what we once had, and going forward that we can transform this journey for everyone. Thank you. I hope that helped you. I'm going to go to pile 2. So I'm at 10:53. Okay. Surrender to setting limits. Surrender to your full power. Oh, and Warrior Woman in reverse. 7th chakra, Uriel in reverse. Angel of Balance in reverse. Walk Your Truth in reverse. Mirrored Souls. My favorite card of that deck in reverse. Honor the light. Take off your masks. Oh, I wanted to have this one last. Inanna, Queen of Heaven and Earth. And Earth and Air Dragon. Perfect balance of heaven and earth. You have 2. Heaven and earth. Oh, I see I see what's coming in this pile. So again, you have the confirmation here of a twin flame. You have your 11 confirmation. I also see mirroring in this pile, and I see the light and the dark, and actually all of these 3 cards, but this one especially, the yin yang, the balance, and it's in reverse. So let me take in these cards. I see a lot of plays of light here, a lot of purple. So I do feel like you are living as the feminine a lot up in your crown chakras. I see very little grounding here, and I actually feel like that's why this dragon is here. Is I do see you limiting your earthly power and what you're actually willing to stand up for here. I see you limiting bringing your spiritual beliefs down to earth. You're wearing a mask of, yeah, everything's fine. Yeah, but you're not actually speaking your truth, right? We have the 35 here, which is an 8. You're not, I really feel like this is limiting your power. I see that it wants you to set boundaries in relationships, and that might be that other people are abusing your kindness and spiritual nature. And then it's okay for you to say no to other people, and it's okay for you to say yes to yourself, right? I feel an amazing amount of soft, feminine, beautiful energy. And then there's this card, right? There's this picture, which is honor the light. Honor the light, right? We are made of light. We are spiritual beings having a physical experience. But we need to have the physical experience. And the doorway that I feel like you're walking through, and it's not very often that I say this, but I actually feel like you are hiding from your shadow side in your 5th dimensional world. And maybe you have some Pisces or Neptune heavy in your chart, because I see so much fantasy. So I see wings, wings, wings. I see the cosmic. I see up here in the third eye, I see up in the galaxies, right? It may be that you're escaping with drugs or any other method, so you don't have to face this truth, but it is really, really time for you to bring all of your immense spiritual light and power down onto earth in the third dimension. And this will happen by balancing and grounding. You need to work on balancing your masculine energies, and that means saying no, asking for what you want, and fighting for yourself and what you believe in. This card in particular talks about being able to face our shadows. She says that I have nothing to hide, I see and accept all that I am. And it's okay that we have things to work on. It's okay that we're imperfect people. It's okay that we have darkness in our beings that needs to be fully accepted and balanced. And this asks, if you weren't afraid, what would you do, right? If you were to accept fully who you are and that you are whole and complete, even though you are in this journey, do you believe that somebody else could accept all of you? Because right now you're not accepting all of you, right? We have the two shoes here, right? For the grounding down on earth. You need to connect to the earth, ground yourself, right? This is very earth to me. We have sand and pyramids, earth. And this is what this is calling for me, is that, and this sword of truth, right? That you need to, and call in the earth and air dragon if you want to help ground yourself down into the earth. Because yes, it is great to be spiritual, and yes, it is great to experience all those fifth dimensional beautiful feelings that we get when we project ourselves into the fifth dimension. But it's not helping everyone else here on earth who came to this school to learn. And you are a leader. One of your missions is to bring the heaven, that fifth dimension that you're so fond of, down onto the earthly plane, and channel that beautiful light from your crown chakra, where are we? Here on earth, and stand up and fight. And life is calling for you to step into your full power rather than playing it small. You have this ability to roar and to be amazingly powerful and feminine, and that's something that's truly needed in the divine feminine journey, right? We don't need to be men, we need to be women, but we also need to have balanced masculine and feminine inside of us, so we can stand up for those who haven't learned to stand up for themselves yet. All right, I hope that helped you. Enjoyed that pile, and I'm at 1901. And we're going to have the feather pile. Right. We have surrender to unhealthy relationships. Surrender defensiveness. Gratitude in reverse. Shadow self upright. Cornucopia in reverse, the 11 card. The initiation. Rite of passage. Man holding a coin. Our Lady of Guadalupe, the Empress of Protection. Emerald Dragon. Alchemy. And I'm going to put this one here. Pono, immeasurable power of the Heartway, 27. Okay. So, what I am seeing immediately here is some self-sabotage is what it feels like to me. Um, that you're kind of defending your own stuckness. You may be stuck in a little bit of victim mode, and you may be, I do feel like you're in this, I do feel like your heart is actually going through an initiation. And actually I see these beautiful cards here. We're gonna put the two men on right on top of each other there. I see this beautiful initiation happening to your heart. I actually feel that you're alchemizing your heart from pink to green, your heart chakra. I'm actually feeling that you are alchemizing your heart from pink to green. And I actually, let me feel. I do feel like there is some toxic male relationships in your life that you believe may maybe financing you, maybe controlling some money. Maybe you have children and you are not sure that you can provide the life that you want to provide without these men in your life, but that your heart is desiring to be treasured, to be whole, to be safe, and to be sacred, to be held as sacred. Turn my light back on. And that right now, the place that you are is not feeling sacred. And you're not supported in the way that you actually want to be. And therefore your heart is choosing to go through an initiation. It's currently in shadow, and you are working through possibly a dark night of the soul, or possibly it's coming up for you. I do see this as a 1 and then an 11. And I do see that through this process of becoming grateful for your shadow, understanding your shadow, and integrating the wholeness of who you are and the rainbow, that you will see the blessings that you hold within your heart. And that this is the alchemy that will be going on, and you have a tremendous amount of abundance coming to you. It will come as you see the love that's within yourself and the treasure that you are. And you can, it's calling for you to recite the Ho'oponopono prayer. Thank you, I love you, please forgive me, and I'm sorry. And you can just repeat that over and over and over again. And it's also, I see the roses here are really calling to me, the butterfly, the roses on the dragon's card, the emerald green, and the message that's coming through is that you do not need to justify who you are, why you're here, what you're doing, or what you want. You are a sovereign being, and you are allowed to, your heart is allowed to want and experience and be whoever it is. And it is protected and guided. And that you are an alchemist. And part of what you do is help people take lower vibrations, lower emotions, lower vibrating habits and beliefs, and alchemize them into higher vibrations. And this starts with you doing that for yourself, however you can do that. So integrate it starts with being thankful for your shadows, and thankful for your pain, and thankful for your experiences, even though they weren't perfect, and thankful that sometimes we must go through unhealthy relationships. We must go through bad circumstances. We need to go through shadows in order to see that we are powerful enough to overcome and change them. And yeah, I see a 9 here and a 1 here. So the 10 comes, I see a 9, there's a 10, here we have the 11, and here's the 1. And you're going to find that completion, however you need to find it. It isn't in these cards, but it is within you, and there is a completion. There's a completion coming for you before you start this initiation into your new life. So I hope that helps you. I very much enjoyed this reading, and I really appreciate if you like or unlike or subscribe or share, and I'll be back soon with some more videos. Thanks. Bye.